Hello and welcome, meditators. This is day 16. So we're on week 3, day 2, wherever you are. If you're joining us for the first time, well. So here in week 3, a little bit more closely at non-striving. This morning, I'd just like to take a slightly closer look at focus. And just this idea that your mind is always focused somewhere. And that one of the things we're doing in meditation is we're just narrowing the focus on one very specific thing. And even if it's not on one thing, even if we're doing an open awareness meditation, we're focused on one very specific moment right now. And the beauty of doing that, the great advantage of doing that, is that we get to see then when our focus has gone somewhere else. And it's not wrong when it goes somewhere else. We're just noticing that it goes somewhere else. And that perhaps we can view this meditation exercise as just that. It's an exercise in focus. We place the focus somewhere. We narrow it down to something very specific. And then we notice when it goes somewhere else. We notice when we lose, when the focus goes somewhere else. And then we refocus. And that refocusing is as important and as valuable as a skill, this ability to A, notice where our focus is at any given moment, and then B, to be able to putting it where we want it. So that said, just invite everybody to take your seat, sitting up straight so that you're alert but comfortable. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And once again, take a nice deep breath in, but hold it at the top for a moment. And then let it out as slowly as you can, just easing any tension in your body. Easing the tension in your shoulders, in your hips, in your belly, your jaw, and then allowing the breathing to return to normal. Just seeing if you can give yourself permission, just for the next couple of minutes, to let all of your responsibilities, to-dos, concerns, worries, we're just going to leave them alone for a few minutes. Give yourself a break. So see if you can just let them fall away and allow your focus to rest just on this breath. And when you notice your mind has taken your focus away somewhere else, just notice that the focus was taken. It's not a bad thing. In fact, noticing where the focus is massive. That's a huge piece of this. Noticing where the focus went, and then gently placing your focus back on the next breath. And we'll do this for about 3 minutes. invite you to take a deep breath in and let it out. Just to expand the area of your attention, to notice all the physical sensations in your body right now. Noticing how your body is moving as it breathes. Noticing the big obvious sensations, probably from what you're sitting on. Maybe you have an ache or a pain. But then also allowing your attention to expand to notice all of the tiny little sensations you're feeling in this moment. In your feet, in your hands, your legs, your shoulders. And just notice that if you place your focus on all of these little sensations, your attention is by definition very present in this moment with these sensations. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And when you're ready, open your eyes and connect yourself back into your room. So this focus thing, I think it's so powerful, so valuable. And I think I at least made the mistake for many, many years of seeing meditation as just this binary activity that either I was like fully focused or I wasn't. And then of course that leads into the judgment piece of like, oh, this meditation's no good, or I'm no good at this, or today my mind is all over the place, or whatever. And I think whatever your experience with meditation is, of course it's fine, and wherever you are in that experience is exactly where you're supposed to be. But it does help a lot if you can avoid seeing it as simply all about when your focus is perfect on a pure moment of awareness. If you can instead realize that some days you will have more of those moments, and some days you will have less of those moments. But on the days you have less of those moments, it doesn't mean the meditation is less good. It just means your mind is pulling your focus more, which means that you then have the opportunity to become more familiar with how your mind moves your focus. And you also get more practice at that refocusing thing, which is so valuable. So I find it helpful, for me at least, just to see this as more of an exercise. Placing the focus, having the focus taken away by my mind, refocusing. And of course it's lovely when you get those moments where the focus holds and you get some stability. But it doesn't make it better. It's enjoyable, but it's not better. The meditation is just as good when the focus goes and then you notice it and you refocus. Maybe just seeing this as an exercise in observing focus. So let's do that again, slightly longer. So once again, I invite you to take your seat, sitting upright so that you're alert but comfortable but alert. Take a nice deep breath in and let it out. Once again, deep breath in. Just hold it at the top for a moment. And then let it out as slowly as you can. Just easing the tension in your body. Notice where you're holding in your hips, your shoulders, your belly, your face. And then allow your breathing to return to normal. Just resting your attention on this breath. And if you like, see if you can really narrow the focus just to a very, very specific sensation of the air. Maybe right at the entrance of your nostrils, just noticing that specific sensation. Or narrow the focus just to the sensation of the air on your lips. Letting everything else fall away. We'll do this for about 7 minutes. about halfway. Just invite you to be very gentle with yourself. It's not wrong when the focus gets dragged somewhere. It's just what the mind does. You're doing yourself a huge service when you notice where your mind is focused at any given moment. And then very gently letting go of whatever it got attached to. And bringing your attention back and refocusing just on this moment. I invite you to take a deep breath in and let it out. Just to expand your attention to notice your whole body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Just resting your awareness on all of the different sensations. Seeing how many you can notice at the same time. The big obvious ones, but also the subtle ones. And take a deep breath in. And let it out. When you're ready in your own time, just invite you to open your eyes, connect yourself back into your room. So I'd just like to remind you that whatever happened if you found peace, or if your mind was all over the place. You did a great job. You did what you had to do. You did the hard part. You just showed up. And some days it's going to be blissful, and some days it's a struggle. And that's fine. That's part of the exercise, is becoming familiar with our mind. Noticing this game of focus that our mind plays with us, dragging us away. But becoming more aware of that, becoming more aware of where your mind is focused every moment of the day. And being able to put it where you want it to be. So, thanks very much wherever you're joining us from. So, Cynthia in Denver got up very early. Julie in New Jersey, and Mr. Paint from New York City. Thank you all, and everybody else. Thank you all for joining us. Hope to see you same time, same place tomorrow. Great job, everybody. Thank you.